Okay, hi. Jenny here. I've been watching the Cohen special report underneath, testifying to the committee. And I swear to God, how many times can these fucking Republicans ask the same, make the same statement that, is this all they've got? I think this is all they've got. This is ridiculous shit. Listen to this guy. I haven't been to Prague in 14 years. I was in Prague for one afternoon 14 years ago, end quote. Question, you, as my friend Mr. Armstrong rightly inquired, offered to the committee taped information involving clients with the bat of an eye. Do you stand behind that, yes or no?
So I'm sorry, I don't know, you said so fast.
You, as my friend Mr. Armstrong rightly inquired, offered to this committee taped information involving your clients with the bat of an eye. Do you stand behind that offer?
If the chairman asks me, and I'll take it under advisement now, and it's not a problem in terms of attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn it over.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony. You have suggested you are going to review that. Did you review? Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record, yes or no?
Yes.
Question, you helped out the president's campaign, or were involved in the campaign as a representative, as a spokesman, even in your words today. It was your idea for the campaign dating back to 2011. Is that accurate, yes or no?
Yes.
2011 is a year that sticks in my head. For it's the year my daughter was born, and it was the year I was diagnosed with cancer. I was not then pushing for Donald Trump to be president. I was fighting cancer. Even in 2016, I was publicly backing a certain Republican from Texas. Some might guess who it was. But you were all in. And you either wanted Donald Trump to be your president because it would be good for the country, or you did it for your own personal advancement, or both. Sort of the two options. Real Americans in my district and across the country wanted the president to be president, not in any way because he's perfect, but rather because they are sick and tired of this hellhole. They supported the president because they are sick and tired of the games that we are seeing here today. They are sick and tired of politicians who refuse to secure the border. I'm sick and tired of listening to these people fucking beat idiots. So they can lead their life. They are mystified that we amass about $100 million of debt per hour, which means we've blown through $300, $450 million during this charade in amassing debt. $450 million. You know what? Shut up. Part of a Democrat Party that willfully ignores cartel-driven asylum crisis on our border that endangers American citizens. This guy's a dumb fuck. Way to go with Republican propaganda, cheese dick. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who is this idiot, Mr. Roy? Tied to Mexico's Gulf cartel. What a fucking idiot. Dude, what the fuck is he even talking about? In South Texas. You're a dick. Dude, what's this got to do with fucking Donald Trump and the lying and fucking bullshit and the fucking... Oh my God. No, what you're doing for the American people right now is not doing justice. You are fucking hiding a fucking criminal, which is Donald Trump. You moron piece of fucking shit Republican fuck. You are an embarrassment. Trump is an embarrassment. I talked to my beautiful wife back in Dripping Springs. Shut up with your beautiful wife. You're an ugly dude. You're fucking... Like, why didn't you die from cancer? I didn't say that, really. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. Retract that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Yeah, well, what are you doing there then? Why didn't you call in sick? More important things to do than to watch this. Then fucking go home, man, because everybody's watching this shit. I can't help but think that is what the majority of American people are thinking while watching this unbelievable. No, what they're thinking is the same thing I am. Like, what the fuck? Can't you guys even ask a question? You know what? The Kavanaugh hearing was the biggest crock of shit. You guys fucking totally fucking were dickheads about that. And just treated, and Kavanaugh's now what, Supreme Court Justice? So fuck you. Fuck you fucking Republicans. I swear to God. Trump needs to be impeached. He's in fucking Korea right now. He's in Vietnam right now with fucking Kim Jong-un. They've already fucking taken like four reporters and kicked them out for asking questions. So that's what's going on fucking overseas. Well, in the 10 years that you worked with Donald Trump, what was your position? So this is Wells' strategy right now. Up to 8 months ago.
I was vice chair of the RNC Finance Committee.
You were vice chair of the finance of the Republican National Committee, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I do want to say I was a Democrat until Steve Wynn found out I was a Democrat and made me switch parties.
That would be a hard thing to do.
It wasn't right for a Democrat to be the vice chair.
Good. Let's get to it. I only have a little bit of time. On behalf of the many members here who have expressed to your family, our apologies to your family. But I want to apologize for the inappropriate comments and tweets that have been made by other members of this body And as a former prosecutor and as former counsel on House Ethics, I think that at the very least there should be a referral to the Ethics Committee of witness intimidation and tampering under USC 1512 of my colleague Matt Gaetz, and it may be possibly him being referred for a criminal prosecution. So I want to put that on the record. On May 2nd, 2018, the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who was his personal attorney like you, appeared on Fox News and referred to the president's reimbursement to you for the $130 payment for Stephanie Clifford as part of a retainer. And on May 3rd, 2018, one day after Mr. Giuliani's appearance, the president tweeted, and I quote, "Mr. Cohen, an attorney, received a monthly retainer not from the campaign and having nothing to do with the campaign from which he entered into through reimbursement, a private contract between two parties known as a non-disclosure agreement, or NDA. The Office of Government Ethics, which is the agency which the federal government's responsibility over what the president needs to report publicly about his assets, was puzzled by this, it seems, and they were skeptical that a retainer was actually in place and asked to see the retainer agreement on call of May 8th with the president. The president's personal counsel, Sherry Dillon, replied that she would, and I quote, not permit OGE staff to read the agreement because it is privileged. Ms. Dillon would not even let OGE staff come to her office to review the retainer agreement. Mr. Cohen, in a court filing made in August of last year, federal prosecutors stated that, quote, in truth and in fact, there was no such retainer agreement. Mr. Cohen, did you ever have a retainer agreement in place with the president for the payment to Ms. Clifford?
No.
So was Mr. Giuliani's statement inaccurate?
Yes.
Was Ms. Dillon's statement about the retainer agreement inaccurate?
I'm sorry, Ms. Dillon's statement is?
About the retainer agreement, is it inaccurate?
And her statement is what?
And her statement to them was, quote, not to permit OGE staff to read the agreement because it is privileged.
There was no agreement.
And is the president's tweet or his statement accurate?
And I'm sorry,
and his statement was, Mr. Cohen, an attorney, received a monthly retainer, not from the campaign and having nothing to do with the campaign, from which he entered in through a reimbursement.
That's not accurate.
You mentioned some individuals to my colleague from New York, Ms. Connolly, and also in your testimony about Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They
are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So, Alan Weisenberg is the chief financial officer.
Uh-huh. You got to quickly give us as many names as you can so we can get to them.
Yes, ma'am.
As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot that went on.
Okay, Mr. Cohen, when the president's lawyers were having the discussions with the Office of Government Ethics in 2018, did they reach out to you to talk with you about these payments?
No, ma'am.
And what did you share anything with them otherwise in any other conversation?
I do not recall, no.
Can the committee obtain more information about these facts by obtaining testimony and documents from the White House, the Trump Organization, and the president's attorneys?
I believe so.
Mr. Chair, I think that those are the individuals that we should be speaking with, and I yield back this time.
The committee will now stand in recess again. We will come back. Listen up, 35 minutes after the last vote begins. So, for Mr. Cohen, we're talking about probably about an hour or so. All right. So much.
Substantial break here for the Michael Cohen hearings.
Dude, it's like the fucking...
Cohen, of course, we've seen
these guys are just idiots. The Republicans, all they can do is just say the same thing over and over. I believe Cohen completely. Everybody knows Trump is a piece of shit, fucking cocksucking asshole. And only it's the first time somebody's actually came out and fucking said it. They have proof. Trump needs to go. He's right now with King Jong-un fucking giving away our country to fucking another fascist bastard, fucking dictator, who he fucking admires. So that's all I gotta say. Peace out. Keep up the fight. Question authority. Always. And think. Don't believe everything you say here, and do not fucking believe everything the news tells you. Use your own brain. Peace out. Fight for democracy. Fight for your rights. Fight for your rights. Peace.